is an international accreditation agreement. Many of the institutions, universities, affiliated institutions or the autonomous institutions, university, they go for accreditation. In the earlier case, that was very different. The NBA, National Board of Accreditation, which is under the AICTE body. Now it is being separated, the National Board of Accreditation. Now this has come in a different way and giving some guidelines for the engineering and technology, how the teaching, learning, delivery, and what will be the curriculum, what will be the syllabus, and what you are supposed to have, and by teaching and giving some sort of practice for the students, how they are going to get placements, and finally how they come and understand about the program. If it is BTech Computer Science, if I offer in the university, they should come to know really what the BTech Computer Science and Engineering offers and what are the courses available. 5-10 minutes, I will not take much of time. I told you, I gave you promise, I will not take more than 10 minutes. So that just 10 minutes you can listen what I say, right? So if you talk, then no use of giving here something, saying something to you. You are all alumni members, right? You are going to do something great for the institution. I believe, I had a good belief in you. So therefore, we can give some attention what I am going to say here. So therefore, in earlier case, there are some countries which they became members of this Washington Accord, and India was trying for a long back, a decade, 15 years, with so many governments, Congress, BJP, versus, and finally with the BJP, the HRD ministry, with the previous government, they made some platform for this, and now the present government, they became member of this Washington Accord. So therefore, our syllabus, what we frame, the curriculum, it is up to the international standard. Up to the international standard. Any student, they study here in the university, BA, from those institutions, the students who pass out, when they travel throughout the globe, throughout the world. So therefore, they are internationally recognized. They are internationally recognized. Their degrees recognized throughout the world. That is the meaning. Now, as a NBA, they have designed some standards. If your education is like this, then I will accredit your department or your university. They say that for which all institutions, universities, they have to follow the standards what is laid by the National Board of Accreditation. So out of which we talk about throughout the nation now about OBE, outcome-based education. To evolve with this outcome-based education, it will take another 5 years or 10 years to understand thoroughly what is this OBE. Students should understand, faculty should understand, as the institution should understand. So therefore, how it delivers from top to bottom, and finally what the student gets from the university. It is like a requirement of the student. How the institution satisfies the requirement of the student. The requirement of the student. For which what the institute or the university supposed to do for a student. What are the various activities with various wings, what we do service for the student. That is what this OBE. OBE is nothing but the curriculum, the syllabus, the way we implement in the university, the way that we deliver for students the teaching learning process in the classroom. In addition to that, not only to concentrate on theory in olden days, a decade ago or even 5 years ago, we talk about more theory concepts. Therefore, even we are familiar with the theory concepts, but not familiar with the practical exposure. That is the difference between the abroad education and our Indian education. So now we are slightly coming into that era of going for talking about all the time technical exposure, hands-on experience. What is the knowledge that we give for the student at the university? Therefore, he becomes industry ready. He becomes industry ready. There we want your help, alumni help. To become industry ready, we are working, and the other departments like DDD, they are all working. In addition to that, deans and academic departments also they are working. Along with that, A plus B plus C, we require your support, alumni support, to strengthen further. So industry tie-up and collaborations, memorandum of understanding, where you can help in that extent. So therefore, altogether we can solve something for the student, humanity. That is what this outcome-based education says. So for which now we are giving a lot of the inputs for the faculty members to get trained with this OBE education. In turn, faculty, they have to deliver for the student what this OBE says. When you talk about a concept in the classroom, at the same time, what is the practicality, what is the knowledge, that we have to see, in the laboratory, or something like a video lectures or flipped classroom, something like that. Faculty should assess what kind of teaching for a unit, for a topic, that has to be delivered in the classroom. That kind of thinking now it is going on in the faculty minds, in the university. Now, we invite experts, OBE experts, who are the members of NBA, in the case where internationally, like a volleyball, who is the member, AHT member, who is the person to discuss about this and to become a member of this Washington Accord. So with that, now we have got some experts, and with them now we are getting trained. So in that case, now students also, they search for the knowledge in terms of many things. For that, what we are going to do in the campus. As well, like alumni members, if you also interact very frequently, by getting, you have your own schedule, out of which, allocate your time, and so accordingly, with the interaction, we can develop further to go out with this OBE. What kind of skills, value addition that we can give for the student, so that he is benefited ultimately. A product, when he moves out from the university, we should know, it is no matter that we place the student or we don't place the student, but even when he moves out of the campus, he should be in a position to get a job in the job market, right? So that we have to make ready the student. He is capable of knowing things, technically exposed in various levels, so that he is competent enough to compete with the outside world. So likewise, we are now trying, slowly. It is not easy job to implement, but we are in the process. We have started last 6 months. We are working, and even with the semester, according to this OBE, the concepts now we are implementing it for now the even semester, 2, 4, 6 semesters, and the final years they are in projects. Some they are placed, and even some students who are with Wipro have been placed. Now they want to go for a Wipro. I think they have called for. I think they have to join in this month of 27th. They have tomorrow, I think so. I think they themselves offer the projects for them for another 3 months, and therefore they will be completing their academic requirement in the university. So that is how now things are changing like anything. In earlier case, industries are not by giving placements. It was not there, this kind of facility, offering projects for them in the training period. Now they are coming forward, even with their strategies, business and other things, they are changing the strategy, and even it is a plus for them actually by offering projects for the students along with the existing employees. They also get some plus, and we also get some plus that they are getting the industrial exposure in the company as and when they join, right? So therefore it is good, actually it is a great welcome for the companies, industries in today's scenario. So therefore, next we can move on. The slides. I have told everything about all the slides, but anyway, anything is missed I want to see. So this is how the OBE, the starting blue color where it is, marked like industry and professional organization inputs and feedback. There it starts. What the industry feedback or where the organization feedback that comes in to the vision and mission that starts, and then goes to program educational objectives, and from there it comes student outcomes, then it goes to course learning outcomes, then it comes to course planning and delivery, how the faculty is delivering in the classroom, then it comes to assessment evaluation, After the delivery, what kind of assessment we do? We conduct like a cycle test and other things, that we have changed it slowly. Now it is like, sessional test and mid test, something called, we are now in the, with some changes in the pattern. So again, if anything is there, by starting there and coming up with the evaluation at the end of the semester, what is the outcome of the student? We measure in terms of levels, like K1, K2, K3, K4, K5, K6, like to start from remember, understand, analyze, create, apply, all those things levels with various levels. So what is the knowledge reached by the student with K1 level? What is the K2 level? What is the K3 level, K4 level, K5 level, K6 level? So for which we have framed a rubrics. So how will you assess that student has got knowledge on this K1, particular K1, for which we have got a very good rubrics to assess the student. We say that the student, this is a rubric, this will evaluate where you are. If it is so, you will get this marks. Is it I am boring? Are you getting bored? I think some they are closing lightly eyes. I think if it is boring, you tell me that sir it is getting bored. Statutory bodies, board of management, and even we want to take some students also, board of management, academic council, board of studies with various bodies. So there, with those inputs, we arrive the curriculum and syllabus. It is not that what the academicians alone, they frame the syllabus that will not satisfy the student requirement as well as the industry requirement. So therefore, we are taking the people, top people from the industries and top academicians from reputed institutions along with the academicians in the university. We discuss, we debate a lot, and then we arrive what actually today's trend require, the curriculum, the syllabus. So based on that, we go for a framing it. If you frame that, what is your educational objective? We have to set for the student what to learn out of this program after 4 years. Even after 4 years, what is the attainment by the student with the program what we offer in the university. So like that, we go for a student outcome for each course. For each course, there are course outcomes. What is learned by the student for course outcome 1, course outcome 2, and course outcome 3, course outcome 4, like that. For 5 units, we may have some 5 plus or 1 or something like 6 course outcomes. So like that we assess, and then the faculty assessment is also there, how he is delivering in the classroom, and then it goes to the assessment. If any changes during the course of course delivery and other things, assessment, and again it comes back to the for modifications. Again we go for a modifications of what to say, the curriculum, syllabus and other things. It is a cyclic process. It is a cyclic process. Next. I think we sent mail for all alumni. What the syllabus that we have now, curriculum and syllabus, we send to our mail at least where you get some time during night when you travel and other things, even the day if you don't see, and by the time when you get free, we thought of that, like by sending over mail the syllabus, that you may look in and you will give a feedback, very good feedback here. I can see something in your paper also. So now vision of the university, I think you can see, even I cannot read out like reader. Next, vision of the university, we say that this is how our vision and mission. So accordingly what we do here as an educational institution, as a university, right? Next. And School of Electrical Engineering, Electrical and Computing, as a school what we offer the programs. Those are the programs. Then who is heading the school and who are the head of the departments of the school. So there are 4 heads. One is EEE, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Dr. P. Chandrasekhar, and ECE and Instrumentation, well, old students, Sashkala, Professor Sashkala, and Computer Science, Dr. P. Visu, who is heading, and for Information Technology, Professor C. Magesh. Next. So now it is a sample for the vision of the department. I will say only one department. I will not go for all the departments. So as a department, we have to say what is our vision. Long term. Vision is a long term, mission is a short term. Vision is a short term. So therefore we say that to make the department as a center of excellence in electrical and electronics engineering and make the students to gain in-depth knowledge, and thereby making them to develop confidence in research and development activities for national building. So for which what we do in the university. Some point of time, some years ago, you may think that with the same mind if you think we cannot do anything, there is no answer. But with a lot of changes, now we are into that. We are with various research activities. I think throughout India, most of the top people from industry, they have visited already in the campus last 5 years. I think You can visit even a dynamic development department where we have a visit files with various people, top people that they have come and they have given various inputs, and based on that we have standardized in way, with not only in academics, in India, we want to say the research and other activities. I think at the end, before that you have to go for a research part where we have established, with the Dassault Systems France and National Instruments, with US and other things, various laboratories that you have to visit compulsorily. I make a request. Then next, so mission of the department. Next, this is the PEOs, program educational objectives. I'll tell you something. We'll design, analyze electrical, electronic equipment system using the knowledge of mathematics and engineering. This is when you come for a first year, where they give base in the first year. Next, PEO says that will provide practical solution to real-time industrial and research problems and pursue higher studies. This is for the program offered by electrical department. This is for electrical department, what I am reading the PEOs. Then we will work effectively as individual teams in various engineering industries and government enterprises. Will be lifelong learners and following ethical codes and lay down norm in their profession. When you pass out from the university, you would have attained these PEOs, or after some time you may attain compulsorily by going through the process. Right? Next. But it is definitely what I am saying now. You may understand or you may not understand. This is a evolving process. Outcome-based education. We are breaking our minds still, even another few years to understand well. Today what I discuss, the change will come tomorrow. I cannot standardize what I talk today. That is the change with this outcome-based education, right? So now, POs, I can say program outcomes. After 4 years, when you take up electrical, what are your outcomes? So that there are 10 outcomes. Definitely, you would have gone through and you would have get something from that, so that you say that I am an electrical engineer. I am an electrical engineer or computer science engineer or electronics engineer or information technologist or something like that you say. Next. So next, last. You can go for last. Course outcomes. Yeah, good, fine. Yeah. Now, everything gone. The last 1 or 2 slides. I have come to the course delivery level. Apart from saying many things, what the course delivery method that I do in the classroom, how it will be, for handling the member in the class, a faculty who handles the class in the classroom, how it is, structured, structured. It is like course code, course name, designed for second year, first semester, preamble, introduction that you are going to say about the subject. Please, 2 minutes. I don't want to take much time here. You have to go for the common agenda for the other auditorium, right? So you introduce your subject, preamble. Next, prerequisite. For this subject, what are the prerequisites that you would have gone through, before this? Data structures and algorithm for DBMS, basic C programming. Links to the other courses goes to OS, database, distributed computing, cloud computing. Next. Now, course educational objectives, what you say. For a course, there you are saying it, course educational objectives, then go. These are the course outcomes. Listen here, please. Just 1 or 2 minutes. You can talk afterwards. You are going to be here for throughout the day. But in any forum, but we have to stop talking. Even you are evolving with the industry and other, you are going for top positions. Even when you have a meeting, then in the forum or a meeting, if they talk somebody in the meeting, you will be irritated. You will be irritated. Even more than me, you are going to do many things. But certain things, qualities that we have to imbibe, that we have to practice. Then the positions will come automatically. You can achieve like anything, there is no doubt at all. A man who doesn't know anything, but he can learn, but he can achieve like anything in this world. It is possible. It is achieved by many people like that. Nothing is impossible, everything is possible. So therefore, in any forum, in any meeting that you come, but for a while that you have to listen. That you have to cultivate within you. So when I talk about a particular course in a particular program, what is the course taught by the faculty in the classroom? For a course, we say that, listen please, we say that CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5, CO6. We say that in this course, you will get so and so knowledge. You will get so and so knowledge, course outcome. It is not program outcome. Program outcome is the entire program outcome. This is only I am talking about in a semester one course. There are 6 courses, right? For which I am telling you example one course. For which I am telling you there are 6 course outcomes from which you may come to know something, I may come to know something, we derive and we achieve something from that particular course alone, for which we derive the course outcomes. We say that explain the basic concepts of data management system on course outcome from unit 1. We say that course outcome. Why I am telling all these things? Even somebody asks you, a student who want to join, or somebody outside when you interact about this, you can say something about, you can talk about this, something for which I am giving you hints, right? Or something, you get some document related to OB education or something else in industry, or when you recruit somebody from some institution, something with NBA and other things, now reforms being taken place. If something comes, then when we went to university, something about we told about OBE. So you can recollect back so that you can assess accordingly. So it is a purpose, multi-purpose, if you get it. So like course 2, course outcome 2 says you write SQL queries for the given scenario. So likewise we derive our course outcomes accordingly. That will be delivered in the classroom. Next. So we map with the course outcomes with the program outcomes. What is achieved? We map it. Next. Course content. Next. Learning resources. Next. Next. Now it is the important. What is this revised Bloom's-based assessment pattern? Bloom's-based assessment pattern. You can go through the net also. What is this Bloom's taxonomy? What is this Bloom's taxonomy? As we are into OBE, now we have to follow the Bloom's taxonomy methodology of delivering it to assess the skills of the student. First, faculty should attain the knowledge and in turn to be delivered to the student. It is not that only from student. When I want to teach well for the student, I have to equip first myself where I stand. So therefore, out of which what I deliver in the classroom. So what is the understanding capacity of the student, and then based on that, the capability of the student I have to measure with various rubrics. So that we assess with the revised Bloom's-based assessment pattern. So what we assess, remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create. It is, we divide 100% into 20, 60, 30, 40 like that. So for each level K1, K2, what is the attainment of the student? What is the attainment of the student? What the student learns, what he achieves, how he reproduces, and what is his understandability. So what is his ability with the course, a particular course. Then we go for a semester, 6 courses, then we go for a program. Then we go for a total program of 8 semesters of 54 subjects, right? So this is how we evaluate. Now we are into this process. Next. Again for practice assignments, we give for a course 2 assignments, for assignment 1 and assignment 2. So what is the attainment? How we assess, how we evaluate the assignment pattern. In earlier case, giving a question you write it the assignment. That is not the case now. Realistically, what the faculty member comes out with the topics for the student, for all 66 students with the different topics, and how he evaluates the assignment. Based on how student writes and how he evaluates, what is the expectation by the faculty, and such a way that what is given by the student in the paper. So likewise we assess the assignment 1, 2 for semesters. It is for 4th semester. It is a revised. For 6th semester we will be having 5 assignments. It is old. It is not now. It is not revised. Next. So sample assessment questions. By covering each course outcome, what are the questions from possibly unit 1? So when I talk about course outcome 1, how you relate that course outcome 1 with unit 1 of that particular course. So likewise, we go about all 5 course outcomes for 5 outcomes, course outcomes, what are the questions framed by the faculty, whether it is mapped with the course outcomes, right, and whether it is assessed with various skills K1, K2, K3, K4, K5, K6. When it is mapped with all these things, A to B, B to C, C to D, again D to A, I will come back to complete the cycle. So if it is assessed properly with the evaluation, then with the outcome based education we say that yes, having got the knowledge, student is now alright with this particular course, student with this alright for this semester, student is alright with this program. Now he is employable. I say that at the end of the program, student is employable. It is not employed here. Even there are some percentage of students who may not go through the campus, but he is employable when he goes out. When he moves out the campus, he is employable. Such a way that we have to make the student. We have to give such a base platform for the student to learn, to expose skills in all levels, so that he is employable when he moves out from the campus. Next, anything is there? So what is our lecture plan when we talk about all these things? How the lecture is going to deliver in the classroom? The faculty is going to deliver in the classroom with various delivery mechanism, with different delivery methods, with delivery methods. Right? Next. 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 That's all. So that's what I told you, 10 minutes. I will not take more than that. Thank you for your patience having listened the topic. Thank you so much.